Warning. What you are about to see and hear is for entertainment purposes only. The opinions expressed on the show are our opinions and do not reflect the views of BTW21 or its staff. Ladies and gentlemen, Daniel and Chad.
God is looking for someone real. People are looking for something real. Just be real. Welcome to the Be Real, the podcast. We're your host, Daniel Lewis, Silverback.
Is that what you're
Chad
doing?
Hudson.
The silverback?
No, it's you.
Oh, that's me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting old. Silver tones.
And also Peckerhead.
Silver tones.
Thank you to the chicken that's always overlooking. We've had a lot of good luck with him.
He's a good cock.
He is.
Yeah.
Every man deserves a
God
good.
bless.
Well, no. All right, we got
Every woman deserves.
We good.
All right, stop
All
that.
right, what are we doing?
All right, we're doing a
We're
podcast.
doing a podcast.
Hello.
Hey,
Who's our guest?
we got
Damn it.
we got a musical guest here. It's
We
local
got
artist.
Marcy Horn's son over there playing.
Right.
Look at him. Look at
at
him
him.
over there.
Well, is he?
I don't know what he was
he was
doing. He's
doing
like,
with that
"Cut."
tree.
That's not me.
Oh, you was
No, he's hiding.
I thought he was doing something to that
shit.
bush over there.
No.
But anyway, we got some great friends out here with us. Mr. Angus, he came out here 3 or 4 shows
Shipwreck
ago. With
Minds.
Shipwreck Mind, yeah.
Yeah.
Had a great time.
Acoustic jam.
Told us a little bit about himself. I wanted to dig deeper, but you got 3 people, and now we got 4.
He was tied down by an acoustic. He had this acoustic guitar. He didn't know what to do with it. I
Man,
mean,
he had
no,
that
I'll
foot
take
up in
that back.
there.
He did know what to do with that,
Had the foot in the air.
but not like this electric guitar. Watch
right,
this
for
shit.
real. So anyway,
Who
Mr.
are they?
Angus Hobson, how you doing, man?
Angus, you're going to have to
we're
introduce.
going. You have to introduce everybody. I'm sorry. You're the one I know, and Harley right there. Look at him,
That's the
I'm
dude.
Cecil Weiser.
Cecil Weiser. Oh, we got different names or something. Damn, I couldn't even remember the first ones, much less the second one.
Yeah,
Hey.
there it is.
What
One more.
is it? Oh, I thought.
Perfect.
Damn, I thought it was Christmas.
Already?
It happens.
Thanksgiving.
Aldridge Tannhauser.
I'm Claude Glass.
Oh wow. So they didn't got into character.
Yeah, well,
They threw this for a loop, man.
I got the
No, I love 'em.
American flag on my chest, and I feel a little intimidated right now.
Why? Because he said his name was Hawking.
Hawking Fooligan.
Our only target is this one.
Oh. What, did she say something first?
It's not America. You have to worry about its Earth.
Ooh.
Not America, the Earth.
Wow. They went to Europe. Yeah, you're there.
I am there. I'm not from here. I'm from there, so I'm with you. But you are intimidating a little bit. Your guys are tough here. There's kind of some kind of either German, Russian kind of theory.
Saturn.
Saturn.
Your nationalities mean nothing to us.
Saturn.
Saturn.
Is that, no, that's Jupiter. Jupiter's on one side and Uranus is on the other, right? Ain't that what it is?
My anus is nowhere, buddy.
I thought it was near the
Saturn.
Saturn.
I noticed that the Earth,
Jupiter.
they don't spin around the sun at the same time.
Really?
You know, yeah, one takes
Presidents.
presidents.
One takes presidents over there.
Does Earth have like planet nationalism like the rest of the galaxy, or is it more
I don't know.
They're trying.
borders on a map? I see.
They're trying to gain all the nations together, but no, we're
You can't do that with a tribe of people that's never had any kind of thing going on except for they're a bunch of monkeys and get ready to blow themselves up doing World War III.
we're about to do this.
We are.
You guys have came to our planet at a good time. We're
Please
about
save
to
us.
we're about to go to World War III. I don't know if you've heard. But
It's been a while.
what's
now.
your mission here?
Right there.
Who? That one?
That one's your mission.
That one speaks for you. None of them's
To
a tall
capture.
gray.
Hang on. Huh?
Sorry.
To capture Claudette. That's our mission here.
To capture Claudette.
Well,
Uh,
they
Yep.
they want to kill me, but I can't die, so
Oh crap!
there's a
Capture is
problem.
a better word. Since, if you can't die, what else can you do? You capture.
Well,
I'm
Allow
gonna-
me to explain. So
please do.
essentially, what we're-
Please.
I don't know infinite.
when we're playing music, there's something sort of going on in the other realm. It's a worldly embodiment of a battle that's raging between us here, gentlemen here.
Fist away.
the-
I'm sorry.
You're fine. The
You sound
sons
like
of
you
Saturn.
Got, you
and
sound
then
like you got a good point going on. I want to hear it.
Claudette Glass, who we've been chasing for quite some time.
Oh, Claude Glass. That's where that comes from.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Cool. So it's actually Claudette Glass.
But our band, we call our band Claude Glass.
Claude Glass. And where did that start? Where'd that begin in that?
Would you like to explain that, Claudette?
Well,
Also, that's Claudette. You did say your name was Claudette. I apologize.
So you're not from Saturn.
I-
These guys are, and they come to get you.
well, it's a long story.
Sounds like it.
We've got
we got
time.
time.
I'm from around here.
Oh,
So we are,
From around here is an Earth.
yes,
Okay.
but so we are visited, sometimes possessed by these beings that compel us to do battle through musical performances.
So it couldn't be a biological being. It'd have to be a spiritual being.
It's
Different
an
dimension.
ultra-dimensional being.
Different dimension. Kind of.
So
Sort
it'd
of
be
astral.
somewhat spiritual because
Yeah, in a spiritual way. You could look
yeah,
at
Sort
a
of.
material being couldn't enter another one.
Sort of, yeah.
Right.
So I am Claudette, but there's also a version of Claudette that her Earth was destroyed, and she became
Little futuristic dimensional.
well, it's just a different,
The dimensions don't line up. It's just
Right.
a little bit more advanced or ahead of time, not advanced.
right.
Well, maybe advanced, I guess you could say, but ahead of time. Oh,
So-
sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
That's
Sorry.
okay.
Well, I did, but I didn't mean to interrupt your story.
he talked. Now,
I'm always
now
wondering
from,
and thinking
from
and
Saturn, on Saturn, do y'all have something like Daniel that just blah blah? I mean, he talks in his sleep.
That's Cecil.
Coffee.
It's like his kryptonite is coffee. At 9 o'clock at night, you can't give him coffee because he'll actually be sleeping. I mean, we just talking, and
So
we
we-
gotta go do this. He just does that.
just keep on
I'm the
talking.
Daniel of Saturn. I'm
Are
the
you?
tall.
You're the Daniel of Saturn. I love it.
Hell yeah.
It's quite a bit.
There's a bunch of Daniels. I would say Daniel Lewis. Daniel Lewis is
Day-Lewis,
Saturn.
very good actor.
No, not Day.
Oh.
Just Daniel Lewis.
Daniel Lewis.
Yeah, that's me.
I'm unfamiliar
We'll do it.
with his work.
That's me. So anyway, what? Sorry.
So Claude, the other Claude Glass,
There's been two.
upon her death, became this moon spirit, sort of an emissary of the moons, the same way that the planets have different
Spirits.
gods associated,
Right.
Saturn being one. And so she came to me and gave me this music. She's still giving me music. I had some input in the making of the work, but really it was mostly her hand guiding mine.
That's cool.
And the same goes for them. They're just
Vessels.
compelled to create music.
So Saturn has a lot to do with Greek. Are you in with the Greek culture or mythology of what all those? Ain't it Greek? Because Romans overtook Saturn was
it would
something
be
else.
Roman.
Roman is something else, though. I
Well,
thought they were.
Greek would be Kronos.
Oh, I thought the Greek was the planets, like the Mercury and the
Those
Venus.
are Roman.
That's Roman.
The Romans copied the Greeks.
Yeah.
All
love to
messed
tell
up.
you guys about
I was like Saturn with the rings.
Yes.
Okay.
But yeah, our music that we're kind of composing, we're in the middle of composing an opera of sorts that sort of is around our theme here and our, us
Right.
being vessels and things.
Right. That is
Yeah,
cool,
yeah.
man.
And the first in that series of song is a song that we're going to play today called Son of Saturn.
Son of Saturn.
Yeah.
Now, you sent that to me. That's on Spotify.
Yes.
And I also found it on YouTube.
It's on YouTube. It's even on TikTok and Instagram and all
Okay,
that
cool,
stuff.
man.
So,
Yeah.
it's everywhere.
So
It's
it's
on
all over the
platforms.
place.
Daniel sent me a link, and he was like, "Man, listen to these solos." And he was like,
Like a little fire emoji. I was like,
Right.
yeah.
He did.
Solos of fire,
I
man.
appreciate it.
For real.
The composer of that piece is her, almost entirely.
And who is her?
Claudette.
Claudette.
Yeah,
I just didn't know if you recognized her as Claudette or not.
we do.
Okay, y'all do recognize her as Claudette. So Claudette, you said you're from around here. How old are you, as far as Earth years?
You should never ask a lady that.
I know it's bad, but you're young. These older ones we get on here, I'm a little
You don't know that I'm young.
apprehensive. He probably ain't as old as I am. 690.
Getting close.
She's got a little bit more gray hair than you.
She does, man.
A little
She's been
bit.
through some shit.
A little bit.
That's what happens.
I've been around.
Me too. Anybody else want to speak? We got Harley, and you've been on the podcast too, Shipwreck Mind.
The other form,
So how many bands you got, man? I never did. I had 2 for you
We're in the same two.
in the same 2. Right. Well, that's cool, man. So we learned on the last show how y'all met.
Yes.
And then, so you're progressing into other areas, but you're similar and same.
Theatrical. We're
Well,
kind of trying to
I
go
would like
more
to
into
talk
that.
about that for a minute
Yeah.
because
Man.
Katie, my missus, she asked me last night. She was like, "Well, why are they in this band and then in this band and why does that happen?" And I tried to explain it to her a little bit, but maybe you guys could insight all of us a little bit more on it. But I enjoy it.
Me too, man.
Because I've also had other band members. We've had Heretic Fork Drive, and now their percussion was one of the guys who played bass
In John.
and John.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
so they do different things. Explain that. What
Right.
it's acceptable? Because Katie was like, aren't they dedicated to one band? And
To the art.
To the art of
And
playing.
this specifically to us, this is
I love that.
this is something different. We want to go. We're very inspired by kabuki, a lot.
What the hell's
a lot
kabuki,
of
man?
kabuki and
Can you explain kabuki to me? I'm sorry.
cabaret.
Cabaret.
Kabuki is like a Japanese interpretive play style, and it has a lot of very big characters, big themes. And in cabaret of the 1920s and
Oh,
30s.
shit, I know
in
what
Europe.
cabaret is.
Yeah.
Could you compare kabuki to like opera? It's like Japanese
Yeah,
opera
it's like
almost.
Japanese opera,
Not exactly,
but not
but I feel like
verbatim.
that's a fair
But that's where a
comparison.
lot of where we get our inspiration from is honestly the past century, and we're trying to bring that into a rock and roll context. And we don't just see ourselves as a rock and roll band.
Right, I
Claudette
wouldn't say that
here
either. Right.
Can sing and write anything, but we just
Yes.
basically this is a way for us to express our full range,
Right. And do something
or
different.
more than the rest of us.
Something very more artistic. Oh, God, I can tell. The artist walks up to the table.
well, right, and that's why I was very intimidated by her. She appears to be the artist in this platform.
She's the master.
Now, that's not taking any, man, your drum skills are off the chart. Your bass playing is just crazy.
So we'd prefer the mandolin.
And like, and I will throw that out there. I do prefer you playing the mandolin, but that's no judgment. And then he was telling me, with the fire emoji of your solos and stuff. And we got a little bit of that while you were playing the acoustic.
Yeah.
But not to the extent
the
that you
extent.
can
Right.
to with the electric, and that's how I explained it to Katie. I was like, well, John is kind of like Chuck's mind,
Yeah.
and the other players kind of play around him.
Yeah.
But then when he goes and plays for what's the what's the other,
Heretic Fort Drive.
Heretic Fort.
Right.
Then, Matt's creativity, and then you could go to her, and now she seems to be writing this stuff and getting
Do you
sent
want
this
to
stuff
tell us
from
about that, Claudette?
Saturn.
Well, yeah, so all of us take part in the creative process. Mostly it starts with me or Cecil.
A mastermind behind the project.
So I will have some idea for a song. That's how we started. Is I had this melody in my head that became "Son of Saturn," and it actually turned out to be very different from how I imagined it, but not in a bad way.
And it turned out good.
Yeah. So
Really
I
good.
came to Angus.
Different.
Stuff.
Oh, sorry.
I came to
I like
Cecil
different.
with this melody, and then he came up with a riff to go with it, and we just created this thing,
Right.
almost like we were compelled to.
Right.
And then sometimes he'll have a riff already that I'll just add music and lyrics to, and then once we have that, we'll have, Yosef and you.
So a little inside
Fill it
information.
out.
I'm sorry, I'm going to interrupt you here. A little inside information that I like know, and it would just be on the Be Real podcast. But you have this first EP, which is Son of Saturn. Has anything else been recorded? I know. Were you getting ready to play? How many songs are you playing tonight?
4. We're
Four.
playing 4. Yeah,
Okay.
The first one.
Shit.
The first
I
one
have
we're playing
not-
is
That
Son
will
of
be
Right.
great.
Whoops, I about dumped it. But anyway, yeah, I've heard that one. But so there's 3 that's not out there.
Well, two
But it
of-
will be tonight. Oh,
uh,
2's out there. Okay,
Two
I'm
of
sorry.
them are. We're doing 2 covers this evening. We're doing "Strange Effect" by the Kinks, the British band.
Yeah.
Hey.
And then we're finishing with "Venus and Furs" by the Velvet Underground.
Oh,
John Cale. Claudette, big fan of John Cale.
All right.
That's great.
It's cool.
And kind of the
Man,
Velvet
I'm looking forward to
Underground.
that, man.
We're trying to get into the abstract, and it's one of those things where when you've been a musician for so long and you've been playing in bands and things, it's like I've seen this guy just got it where he totally nails the instrument, and it's like, well, the question we ask ourselves, like with Thomas and everything, it's like we kind of sit down one day and it's like we can do more. We can go beyond just
Right.
getting up
What
there
do
in
you
our gym
want to
shorts
do?
and playing rock and roll.
Right.
You know?
I love it,
Yeah.
man. I really do love
I,
it. It's great
I love
stuff.
the art behind the music as well.
Right.
I mean, you have the music, but then you have the artistry behind it. I love
That's
that
what you got to do.
characteristic. Without asking your age, because Daniel did, and you
She didn't
politely
answer. That's
declined
okay, yeah.
to answer.
You got it, man.
Let me try. Where did you get and when did you get your first? Now, not in character, just you personally. We try to promote bands, local bands, and we want our fan base to know a little bit about the real person. Not to say you're fake. You all look very intimidating to me. But
I was going to hand them my papers.
where
man.
did the where did the real artist start and get their inspiration from? And
if you don't mind.
Well, me personally, I've always been musically minded. I mean, I've been singing since I could speak, and I've always had just a sense for musicality and what sounds good, at least to me.
Is
and
that
I-
makeup, or are you really that white?
she's as white as I am.
No
She's
comment.
really that
Even
white.
behind the screen. Sorry, I know I threw that out there. God, it come to my mind, just went. Sorry.
But I grew up in a very musically centric area.
In your homestead or just out in public? Or?
Some might call it Music City. But most of the music that comes out of there is not really the kind of music that I personally want to partake in. There is a really good music scene there for the kind of stuff that we're doing, but I was never a country music type of person. I like old school country music. I like
Yeah.
Johnny Cash and bluegrass.
Right.
But when it comes to pop country, it's not my thing. So I've always wanted to do something different, because I've always just been, frankly, really bored with what's out there.
Right.
Amen to that one.
And
And all of us kind of, if you notice, I don't know if you heard on the mic, but all of us kind of sighed to that.
Yeah, so-
We were all like, "Yes, girl, I feel you,"
Damn,
because we
Skippy.
are. The industry just puts out mainstream stuff that just, I don't know why they push it to where you hear it enough that you go singing it in your car.
yeah.
You hear it every day, 10 times a day, and next thing you know, and then later in life, you could say, oh, well, that's when I was back in high school.
Right.
I heard that song. So they kind of force it in your head. But I do like
That
hearing
is-
different things.
That is changing. I think with social media, it allows people a lot more freedom.
Oh,
Like,
absolutely.
I really,
Major.
In a lot of areas.
I
that is.
love Chapel Roan, I have to say. I love what she's doing. I love the kind of theatrical thing that's really coming back.
Right.
With this project, I was ready to give up on music because I was like, there's no market for this. Nobody's going to want a 70s style glam rock act
Right.
with like,
And I feel you. I don't mean to interrupt
Who are
you
these
again,
people?
but I stopped.
I'm in it.
I said on the show before, I think talking to Chuck, I stopped listening to music for like 15 years.
I remember that really stood out.
Yeah,
to me. It was like,
I just couldn't. I didn't want to hear it. It actually irked me, and I actually ended up writing my. I ended up writing some of my best songs that way. Was just clearing my head from that and everything. I stopped listening. So I do feel what you're saying there,
Yeah.
and I am really intrigued with what you got going and what you put together through that.
Right.
can I tell you the most important part of kind of what we're doing here
Yeah.
as
If you
a
get a little
group?
closer to the mic, man. Sorry.
Well,
No,
after
you're
you
fine.
beat it up,
You're fine. Yeah, I kept bumping into it. It's literally, venues
Yeah.
that let us do it. That's really the important thing. Like,
Definitely
Casey
shout
with
out
DJ
to 'em.
What.
Yes.
We have a show coming up there on December 13th. Our
Yeah.
first real.
this will be our
Man,
first,
I have not
our first
seen-
headlining show.
Yeah, let's promote some stuff.
Right.
Let's get that
So
dates
it's
out. and stuff.
Friday the 13th in December.
In December.
Doors at 8 o'clock. We start at 9.
1960 Martinsville. It's Holiday Shopping Center. at the
Yeah.
top.
Yeah.
Across from the Holiday
DJ
Inn.
Woods.
We got
Technically
lost the
Collinsville.
first time we went in the back.
it
and
was-
went-
There's
To his apartment.
red, green, and blue lights, man. Let's go there. But they had the door shut, and they were actually in there.
that was a great place.
Anyway, sorry.
What
we
else
are
you got?
doing
So it'll be a whole production. It's not going to be the finished product. This whole thing is a constant work in progress. I mean, the battle has to be finished.
right.
Absolutely.
But
How many songs you think? How long
we
you playing?
have probably 5 or 6 originals and 4 or 5 covers.
Nice. About 9 songs there.
Sort of a mix.
Anybody else
I like
playing
the
with y'all, or is
I
it
like
just
the
y'all?
concept. I like the
Just
I
y'all?
like the
Just us.
dramatics.
Just
of it,
y'all?
You know,
Oh,
I like the more in depth in character. I like Pink Floyd's my favorite band of all times.
Got me hooked
And they did a skit where they took their band and they were like, this is how we're going to present our stage, and you guys are doing something very similar to that. I
And very
don't
local.
want to say that, but I don't want to say it's similar to that because I don't want to take the credit away from what
Right.
you guys are doing.
Because we're getting ready to hear it.
But I love the dramatics of your band. I think people are very in tune with that more so than just your everyday rock and roll band.
They
or your-
remember you, man.
Or your everyday country band that's just playing the same thing. But real quick, you, one of my best people, that we've had on the show.
Yeah,
Great
you are
player.
a great guy, man.
This guy, like I said, I got a bro romance with him and his what was it that he played?
Mandolin.
Mandolin. The way he fills it in.
I was shocked by
it's
the
crazy.
bromance thing.
We've talked about
handsome.
you a little bit, and I would like to have you back on our show.
Yes.
But talk to me about your drummer, because he sat over there very quiet and very professional.
He got a
but-
question right. I couldn't even answer it, or somebody
Right.
said it. And I
He
was
did,
like, oh, God.
but I would like to
Yeah, man.
maybe bring a little attention to him, and
We don't
he
need none of
plays
that
some good
sick
music.
high all either. Oh, yeah.
So tell us about yourself.
My involvement, this vessel has known Cecil since about 10 or 11 years of age. I'm 22 now. So we've been playing together for a very long
Oh,
time.
really?
And
Since
so
we're kids.
That's great.
that's why these were chosen, because they work well together.
Yeah.
And the sounds
Right.
they make together, we've told each other many times. He plays guitar how I imagine I want to play guitar. You
Yeah.
know, when I think of a guitar lick.
How'd you
how
get
it
into
sound over
drums?
a beat,
How'd you
he
get into
plays
it?
My oldest brother, actually.
Was that the first musical instrument?
Yes.
Really?
I had
Drum-
never-
right into percussion.
Yeah, I never played anything. I always played like Guitar Hero growing up. you know.
Yeah, I played
Playing the
some
guitar. I
of that
sucked at the
back
drums.
Okay,
Could not play the
that,
drums.
that
on Guitar
shows
Hero.
my age. He's like, when I was a
Barely
kid, I
breaking
played
my
Guitar
guitar.
Hero. I was like 20, and I was playing Guitar Hero. Like, oh,
Yeah, I was
shit.
about 8.
I wasn't doing drums on my guitar, man. No, but anyway.
But yeah, that my parents had bought, you know, my oldest brother his drum kit. He never played it, and then one day just sat down and
It was sitting
Started
there.
messing around
it
with
just
it.
happened.
They didn't
that's
know that
cool.
they were buying it for you. That's crazy.
That kit-
That's how it happens.
That
That
kit
is
over
cool.
there is actually, it's not the first kit that I played, but it's the same brand, line, everything. It's the very
Really?
first kit that I ever played.
Man,
which
that's
is-
cool.
Great. So
it's
you're
kind
just
of a-
real comfortable
Yeah, for
only
sure.
with that sound. That's great.
I have
Like having
4.
Keith
but-
Moon.
Right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's a huge
So they
compliment.
got bass drums now, and when I was a part of it, we had to put a pillow in the bass drum.
Yeah, there's one in there.
Is there a pillow in
Yeah.
there?
Came
I
with the
thought
kit.
that was yeah. Oh, it came with it.
Yeah, I
Oh,
bought
ain't that
bought it
something?
used off of a friend.
Wow, that's cool though.
Now,
He knew what
this
he was
is the
doing.
first
I think
band,
it sounds good.
Daniel.
Gave
This,
me a good deal.
With the
did
pillow.
they? With the pillow? Pillow comes
Paid
with it?
$75 for that whole kit you see right
To
there.
the yeah.
Man, I just grabbed that and take a nap.
The damn sticker on it costs more than the damn kit.
So Daniel, this is the first band that we've ever had that they've brought their own sound man.
They did, man.
So what's up with that? You guys
He ain't gonna
that
say
good
nothing.
or what?
Don't drag him in here.
Huh?
for
Well,
nothing.
I'll just say real
Is he
quick.
asleep?
James here, I've known James for a long time. He's in a very good band that has.
What planet's he from, man?
I think he's from Mars. I'm pretty sure.
Mars?
I'm just joking. No, he's from Earth.
I'm close by.
He's from Earth.
Oh,
But he, Patrick County, I think that's Earth.
So James' older brother and my oldest son were best friends growing up. And when I came in here and I saw him, it was just, it was like
Brought back some
it
memories.
brought back
that's my
memories. It
own
was cool.
son, man.
Right.
Yeah.
that was just great.
people.
I got a picture of him on my phone here in my race car one day. He was
Uh-oh.
he was just a little kid. He was about this big. And he's
Oh, God.
sitting in my race car with
So he ain't had the beard that he's got now, or none of the mustache and
I know.
hanging
Look
down.
at that.
and all
That's great.
Yeah.
It is.
The band's called Hazy Meal, and they've been very supportive
Oh,
of
man,
our
yes.
of Claude Glass and us and doing what we're doing, and they're working on things that I think in the future would be great
Yeah.
for you guys
yeah.
to hear. And they are one of those venues that
Maybe we could
they'll
get 'em out
support
here.
us
Right.
playing our kind of music
And
our
they started
theatrical thing.
that venue down there at Cooper's Mill.
Yeah, yes, Cooper's.
I mean, I don't live far from there at all. You don't either.
I used to get.
We are Patrick
I used
County
to get
boys. This is right
grain and corn
Yes.
from them. You know,
Yes.
my little spring chickens and stuff
Yep.
from Cooper's Mill. And now it's a rock venue. I love it.
there. It's great. It is great. Went down there, hung out with some great people. I was like, man, didn't none of us have to dress up? We could just come to the Halloween party.
You're a trip.
We already in costume, man.
Already in costume.
I love it. But thank y'all for coming out here. It's great to meet y'all. Some of y'all, 2 of you. Great. It was great to meet y'all too.
Great reunion.
Great
between
reunion for
us.
y'all, yeah.
Yep.
We knew
And,
them too.
Great meeting you all.
Great
That
meeting
was
y'all,
Great,
man.
and I'd like to have you back out.
We're getting ready to listen to y'all.
We're going to listen to y'all for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to say our goodbyes right now because we're going to have you play out.
Yeah.
And that always makes for a good show.
I think so.
So,
But
yeah.
then, thank y'all, man. Just keep going forward.
Son of Saturn.
Son of Saturn.
man. Any
Let's
last
go.
words, brother?
December, Friday the 13th. That's
Friday
when
the
we're going to go
13th.
over there.
Oh yeah,
8
yeah.
o'clock, the doors open.
We'll get that at the bottom and also
We'll put the
sponsor.
links on it.
We got to get his last words.
We will be victorious in our struggle.
Ora te varishi. Ora.
Oh yeah. Last words, Claudette.
I think we neglected to introduce our second original song that we played tonight, which was Solar Flare.
Solar Flare.
Solar Flare. Check it
Way
out.
to do it. And the man on the end.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
That was all.
I really appreciate this, guys.
No, I
Like,
appreciate
a
y'all,
lot.
man.
It's gonna be
more
great.
than you know, man. Thank y'all so much. I hope
Can't
you'll
wait.
come back. We got another year coming.
Yeah.
Come on back, please.
Write you guys a theme song for next year.
Oh, do it. We didn't talk about
good
that.
idea.
Write us a theme
Yes,
song.
we'll do that on the next one.
We'll see if it makes it. Y'all be real. Come on back. Check them out. Second half.
Claude Glass.
If you get a chance, hit that subscribe button. We appreciate it.
Shining, shining, shining Chase the costumes she shall wear. Ermine furs adorn the imperials. Severin waits there. Kiss the boot of shiny, shiny leather. Shiny leather in the dark. Tongue of thorns, the bed that doesn't wait you. Strike down the stress and kill his heart. Severin, speak so.